Hello everybody, this afternoon we're out in the polytunnel and we're going to be looking at planting courgette seeds. Courgette seeds are really easy to grow. They're large seeds, so they're also really easy to handle. If you plant the seeds now, it's a good time to plant the seeds during March. You'll start to harvest really healthy, really tasty courgettes around about July. We'll put the seeds into their seed trays this afternoon. They take about 7 to 10 days to germinate, but once they've germinated they'll grow very strongly, and I would say probably in about 2 weeks time you'll be able to pot those seedlings into larger pots to grow them on, harden them off a little bit, and then you'll be able to plant them in their final planting positions. Courgette seeds are about £2 for a packet. You'll maybe get 20 to 30 courgette seeds in a packet. If you plant all 20, they'll grow. My experience is that the majority of those seeds will germinate and grow into plants. So if you haven't got the space for 20 courgettes, they're quite large plants when they're fully grown. It'd be a good idea to have family and friends to give spare plants to. They can grow them as well. A courgette plant will grow quite happily in a large pot. So if you haven't got a lot of space, a balcony, a patio, small garden, as long as you've got a large pot, you'll be able to grow a courgette. A courgette plant will probably give you at least 6 to 10 really tasty courgettes around about July. They're very, very easy to sow. So let's have a look at how you do that. As I said, courgette seeds are rather large. They're very easy to handle. The important thing about when you sow a courgette is that you need to sow the seed on its side about 1.5 centimeters deep in your compost. Try and use peat-free compost if you can. That's much more environmentally friendly than other forms of compost. So if you can get some peat-free compost, great. If not, just some general compost into seed trays. If you've got a seed tray like this, little propagator, fantastic. These are about £2 to buy from most garden centres. If you haven't got a seed tray like this or access to a seed tray, courgettes will grow equally well in a pot. They happily grow in pots. You can put 2 or 3 seeds into a small pot, so they'll grow happily in there. Remember, plant them on their side about 1.5 centimeters deep. We've pre-prepared this seed tray, so now's the time, as I say, about 1.5 centimeters deep on its side like that, and then you can just cover it over with a little bit of compost to settle it down. Right, we've got all of the seeds now planted happily on their sides, 1.5 centimeters deep into the seed tray. What we can do now is cover the seed tray with the propagator lid, just like that. As I say, if you're growing them in pots, a sandwich bag placed over the pot until the seed germinates will work perfectly well. The seeds will take 7 to 10 days, maybe a little quicker, to germinate. They're very vigorous, fast-growing seedlings. So if you put them in a warm, sunny place, you'll start to see the seeds in maybe a week and a half's time. When the seedlings come through, they do come through very quickly, very healthily. This seedling here, I've potted it on into a small pot this afternoon, is about 12 days old. It's now going to stay in the pot that I've repotted it in until I'm ready to start putting the seeds out to harden off in about a month's time, and then it'll be planted into its final position in about 4 or 5 weeks from now. But as you can see, this plant's only 12 days old. It's already 3 or 4 inches tall. It's a little bit like Jack and the beanstalk in terms of its growth. Just keep the compost moist. You don't have to overly wet the compost. They'll do quite well in those conditions. So good luck with your planting. As you can see, it doesn't take long to start to get healthy seedlings. So just to go back over the steps, once you've got your packet of seeds and you've got your pot or your propagator seed trays ready, plant those seeds about 1.5 centimeters deep on their sides. That's an important thing to remember with courgettes. This time of the year it's still quite cold at night, so make sure you protect your seeds and your seedlings from the risk of frost or extreme cold. The best place for them whilst they're germinating is on a windowsill, a bright sunny windowsill if you've got that space. If you're going to keep them outside, preferably A heated greenhouse would be best. If you haven't got a heated greenhouse and you haven't got the space to keep them inside, then try and cover them with something, a little bit of fleece or a blanket at night, just to keep the cold off them. They'll grow much more slowly in an unheated environment, so it really is best to try and germinate them on a windowsill, on a sunny windowsill, for the first sort of week or 2 weeks. Wind's getting up a little bit now in the polytunnel, you can probably hear it rattling against the frame. So that's the first of the videos explaining how to plant seeds. Courgettes are really easy. Anybody can grow courgettes, and they will produce really tasty, really healthy fruits in a few months' time. We're doing these videos to keep in touch with people. It's a difficult time. People aren't able to do the things that they normally do. A little bit of gardening is great well-being. It's a little bit of physical activity. It's great mindfulness. You can get a lot out of just a few minutes planting seeds. You can watch them grow. Courgettes grow very quickly, and as I say, you know, they're great to share out between family and friends, and then everybody can grow a courgette or a courgette or two in their gardens through the summer and enjoy eating them in a few months' time. We'll also be looking at growing other really easy to grow plants. Most of them are outdoor varieties as well, so you don't need a greenhouse or a polytunnel to do it. We'll be looking at tomatoes, cucumbers, sweet peppers, if you have got the space, because you do need the space for that. Squashes, we'll be having a look at how you can grow a squash. Maybe you've got a conservatory, a large greenhouse, one squash plant can get out of control quite quickly. And we'll also be looking at garden flowers. Easy to grow seeds, cosmos, zinnias, those types of things, sunflowers, poppies, and again, they're really easy to grow. If we plant them now, by the time coronavirus is way behind us, we'll have lovely vegetables, lovely flowers to grow in pots or in our gardens through the summer. So stay in touch with us. We're going to be posting these videos quite regularly. Hope you've enjoyed this one. I've enjoyed making the first one. So perhaps over the next few days we'll start looking at cucumbers, tomatoes and peppers, and start some really nice, easy to grow cosmos, beautifully coloured, look fantastic in pots and gardens, and they grow very quickly as well. So I'll see you all soon. Thanks for watching, and stay well, stay fit, and look out for each other.